Assalamu alaikum, welcome to 9 p.m. English News Edition Netherlands. Information seminar for defense vestner in the Jewish embassies. For international scene diversity and felt. Those were the headlines and welcome to the national news. The President of the Republic solicited the memory of the late Dr. Ali Abdul Farah Abdan. The President of the Republic, His Excellency Magili, paid a vibrant tribute to the memory of the late Dr. Ali Abdul Farah Abdan, a well-known and appreciated personality in Djibouti and one of the implementing figure of the medical and health landscape of our country, who pays away this Tuesday in Djibouti. It is with a shock and dismay that I learned of the date of the late Dr. Ali Abdul Farah Abdan, said the head of state, saluting the memory of with a full career and who undoubtedly serves a model of professional success nationwide. He provided the esteem through his spontaneity to provide support to people, and he said this was someone humbly and generous, say also the President of the Republic. On a man of intelligent initiative, he contributed to the emergence and development of liberal medicine in Djibouti and consequently to the increase of healthcare in our country, noted the head of state, who also remembered the important charity work and the multiple humanitarian assistance project that he always diligently carried out. May God welcome him into his paternal paradise. President Gillett employed expressing his saddened condolence and sincere expression of sympathy and compassion to the family, relative, and friends of the deceased. Coming from a well-known family in Djibouti, the late Dr. Ali Abdul Farah Abdan was one of the first generation of Jewish biologists graduate. He leaves behind a wife and several children. Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. And then, as part of the strengthening of international military cooperation, the Egyptian Armed Forces organized on January 4 and 5, 2023, the second edition of the information seminar for the attention of defense attaché accredited to the Djiboutian Embassies Pro. The seminar, rich in color and project, was marked by the presence of the Chief of General Staff of the Armed Forces, Lieutenant General Secretary Sheikh Ibrahim, who shared the event during this last day for 8 hours in the high officials of the Egyptian Army were also present to complete the event.
chef d'état-major général des armées, Monsieur les officiers généraux, Monsieur les officiers supérieurs, Monsieur les attachés de défense djiboutiens, Mesdames et Messieurs les officiers, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Permettez-moi tout d'abord de me présenter. Je suis
Carefully organized by the Directorate of International Relations of the Egyptian Armed Forces, the seminar, which hosted all the Egyptian military attaché, was a long-awaited opportunity of military that took stock of the year 2022, which has based of the but also the through the line of the contact for the current year. Finally, it is the signing rhythm of the folk Harbi that all these officers will have a cohesion lunch. During his lunch, the chief of defense staff will thank all those whom from near of or far have contributed to the preparation of the seminar and will reach the military attaché a good start to the mission. Finally, the 2023 edition of the information seminar for the defense attaché credited to the Djiboutian embassy Pro will end with the traditional family photo that will immortalize the moment. Today, Tuesday, January 5, the DMP port in Djibouti received 2,000 the trike that will be destined for Ethiopia. Instead of assembling the trike in Ethiopia, the DMP has allowed the Ethiopian shipping company FDS to use the land at the port of assembly. This was done to save time and streamline the shipping process. DMP Director General Jama was present at the port to supervise the unloading of the tracks. The decision to allow the FDC to use the DMP port ground for the track assembly is a practical one, as it allows the shipping process to be more efficient and cost effective by doing the assembly at port. The track can be shipped directly to their final destination rather than being transported to the Ethiopia and then shipping back. This saves time and resource and ultimately benefits both the DMP and the FDC. Overall, the arrival of the 2,000 tracks at the Egyptian DMP port is an important event as they demonstrated the port's efficiency and versatility in handling large shipment. Mr. Jama presence at the port also demonstrated the importance that the MP plays on the smooth and successful operation of maritime transport. It is likely that this partnership between DMP and FDS will continue to be fruitful in the future. The DMP Director General Mr. Jama was present at the port with David's delegation. This is not the first time that the DP has provided the land to the foreign shipping companies for assembly purpose. In the past, the port also provided the land to the other company for the similar purpose. The DMP no for the events management of shipping operation and its ability to meet the needs of the customers. Djibouti DMP port an important shipping hand in the region and the last city accepted to enhance its reputation as reliable and offensive port. Please listen the speech of the Deputy CEO Ethiopian Shipping Line.
The purpose of our visit here is just to acknowledge the Port of Djibouti for their facilitation of allowing us to assemble the trucks here. This year, Ethiopian government is doing its effort to improve the Ethio-Djibouti corridor and the port efficiency in Djibouti. To do this, we have the government has allocated some fund to procure heavy trucks that will operate along the road. And previously, these trucks used to be moved as a cargo to Ethiopia, and then they will come back to load cargo. But since last year, with the agreement that we made with the Port of Djibouti and the facilitation that they made for us, trucks are assembled here in the port, and they will load the cargo. So this will support the port congestion here. And this year we have purchased around 400 trucks with a fund located from ASL and its partners. And these trucks that we are seeing, they arrived here, and after 10 days also, around 200 trucks will arrive. All these trucks will be assembled here, and they will load the cargo, and this will facilitate the port stay of the vessels in Djibouti.
After the rainfall in the Arta region, the Djibouti-Turkish Friendship Dam exceeded for the first time the maximum capacity of 14 million cubic meters of water, reaching 16 million cubic meters. The Djibouti-Turkish Friendship Dam is located in the vicinity of the pipeline and Laniko and Gabalai Reservoir. Therefore, our team had shot image during the peak rain that fell in front of the dam. The supplies of water from the dam and then taking the path of the weather flow the course of the Wadi of Wea with the opening of the spillway gates since yesterday, and the direction of the great works of the Ministry of Agriculture, and have opened the valves of the dam located in lower parts. This action is initiated especially in a new dam whose construction work have finalized in 2020. This action allows firstly to secure the dam to reduce the water pressure, and secondly it allows to release the main and the set that moment stored at the bottom of the dam by the previous flows. The muddy water coming out of the opening cuts reached the pit of the near wadi, especially the great wadi of Wea, which supplies rainwater to the Friendship Dam. The management of the dam is still mobilized to monitor the evolution of the situation of this dam built under the Djibouti Turkish Corporation has several faction forces return part of the river water of the Wadi Wea to secure the city of Djibouti, and secondly the promotion of agro-pastoral activity around the city of the dam. And now we have flowing with this report. As in a very cold season, our country is practically faced of the Association of Women Committee to the Protection of the Environment organized a community action day in the village Balho of Sub-Prefecture Dora. Action to protect the environment, collecting garbage, ensuring the passage of the property corridor road alluded to Jora Balho with the collaboration of the FM Balho. It was welcomed by elected official Ali Dini to collect waste and sensitize the population, and also discuss with the notable women, the young people in the village who carry out of the activity in the daily to have made aware the population on the misdeed in the solidarity and the proliferation of the harmful waste for the environment and harmful the health of our fellow citizens. The President Medina Saleh did not fail to recall that the objective of the creation of the association to preserve the healthy environment in order to flourish and keep environmental health. She is the pioneer of the protection of the environment. She did not fail to thank the people of Balho. The association proceeded the distribution of different material for the environment after the Renaissance Association في IFZA organized a cultural evening to raise awareness to the environment. And not for the international scene. House Republic felt through a long second day of fruitful plowing Wednesday in the USA and Nepal to the either elected leader Kevin McCarthy has and as House Speaker or came up with a new strategy to end the political shows that has tarnished the stars of their new majority. Yet McCarthy wasn't giving up even after the fourth, fifth, and sixth poll produced no better outcome, and he was left trying to call off a nighttime session, even that he was controversial as the House voted 216-214 amid shouting and growing to a cheering for the night. And now for the 10 start in the list, then 10 days in Algeria, January 30 February for the African Nation Championship will begin with the phase of between Algeria and Libya at the new State Stadium of Baraki. In the meantime, the first list of players are starting to form. 18 countries are participating in the competition. They have been placed in the 5 groups. The first 3 APC are composed of 4 teams, while the last 2 DE have only 3. The top 2 teams in Group A, B, and C will qualify for the quarterfinal, while only the top 2 teams in Group D and E will qualify. That's it for this edition. Thanks for attention and have a wonderful evening.